It's wide out time, the wisdom you didn't ask for, but certainly can't leave without. This one's for you if you've ever encountered resistance from your peers and you couldn't quite figure out why. I worked with a leader recently, I'm coaching him, and he was very frustrated at the pushback and the resistance that he was getting from a number of his colleagues on an important initiative that he was leading on behalf of the company. It was a very high pressure project with a tight timeline, and he'd spent hours crafting a plan of action. And to execute on this plan, however, he needed the collaboration and the commitment of his peer group. He was surprised when he didn't get it because this was a mandate from above. It was a really good idea, and it was also very time sensitive. So he was very frustrated as he came into our coaching session together. When we explored it together, what we found was the following. His peers didn't fully understand the context and had no ownership over the result themselves. It was clearly his thing. They could also see too many holes in his plan, but he was very attached to that plan, and he got kind of defensive if they tried to explain why something wouldn't work. He was seeing their reactions as resistance. And since he owned it and they didn't, they felt little to no incentive to try and explain things to him when he had really no interest in hearing it. So basically, yeah, he was the problem. And he was so proud of and attached to his plan that he became defensive and inflexible to the point that nobody could really get through to him. He was trying to get them to comply with his plan instead of commit to an important organizational outcome that, frankly, everybody was going to benefit from. So we talked, we rebooted his approach, he put his plan to one side, he re-engaged with the team, and he started from the beginning. The project is now well on track, and in no small part because there's more of a collective sense of ownership. Oftentimes people behave like they're resisting, but if you can stop and ask why, you might just realize that they're not trying to sabotage anything. They're actually just trying to make things better. And they need to be able to do so with their expertise, experience, and perspective, if only you let them do that. That's this week's Why Daff. I'll see you next week.